billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Habibina Muhammad wa ali sahbihi ajma'in. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidni ilma, Rabbi zidni ilma, Rabbi zidni ilma. Okay, so let's make a start. So far, we've been studying ism, which is noun. Okay, as I told you that in Arabic, the three big families we have: noun, verb, and letter. We have noun, verb, and letter. We've been studying noun so far. Today we're going to move to the third family, which is called letter family. So what are letters? These are small one letter or two, even more than one letter. These small words consisted of sometimes just one letter, sometimes more than one letter. We can join them with nouns and verbs and with pronouns as well. Just like be, li, min, fi, in. So these are small words. So some harf letter family in Arabic grammar can be compared to prepositions. So in we have prepositions in English. So some of them are just like prepositions. For example, ila means towards, ala means upon. So they are not all of the members of letter family are prepositions, but some of them are considered prepositions. This is the way we have prepositions in English language. Harf can be one or more letters. As I told you before, harf can be one or more letters, which when we use them on their own, they do not make any sense. We need to use them with nouns and verbs to make them meaningful. So when I say upon, underneath, beneath, in, above, under, on, they don't make any sense. If I say on the tree, all right, beneath the river, behind you, upon you, then they become very meaningful. So we use these words, these member of letter families, with nouns and with verbs to make them meaningful. Well, guess what? Those same pronouns or suffixes which we have used for possessions and as direct object pronouns can also be written with prepositions. So in the last week, you joined attached pronouns with noun, rab. So you joined rab with attached pronouns, rabbuhu, rabbuhum, rabbuhuma, isn't it? Rabbuka, rabbukum. So today, instead of rab, we're going to use a member of the letter family. Okay? So suppose I use min. So I'm going to say min hu, min huma, min hum. Suppose I go for ala, alayhi, alayhima, alayhim. So instead of ism, instead of noun, which is rab, I'm going to use these members of letter family, these prepositions. The combining of these pronouns with preposition is very common since many verbs have their object attached to prepositions. Okay. When prepositions are written with pronouns, suffixes, some changes occur in certain situations, which I'm going to explain today. Therefore, I'm now going to present you with a few charts. At first, it will seem to be a lot, but once you do the drills, you see that it is not difficult at all. Okay. So here you have some members of the letter family, and the first three are the prepositions. So the one you have used so far, alhamdulillahi. So li means for. Li means for. Then we have a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Min means from. Min means from. Then we have ala. Ala means on. Ala means on. So now what we're going to do, we're going to join them with the attached pronouns, the same attached pronouns which we used last week to join with rab. Okay. Now I want you to make a note here. Whenever we join li with attached pronouns, the li changes into la. So you're going to have la hu, la huma, la hum. Not liha. No, you're not going to have that. So the moment we attach them with pronouns, the li changes into la. I want you to make a note of this one, please. So there's some more examples here. Ila means towards. Min means from. Min means from. Ala means upon. Hold on. Ala means upon. Tahti means underneath. B means with. I'm going to give you a list anyway. Li means for. Okay, fauka means upon, above. B means in. Wara means beside, behind. Not beside, behind. And an means about. And sometimes it is used with you don't have to memorize this here. You've got the meanings here now, okay? So yeah, I'm going to share all this with you, inshallah. Okay, so these are the prepositions, because you hear it tells you about the position. The preposition have the word position in it. Preposition. So this position sometimes it gives us the position of that particular thing we are talking about. Yeah. So these are members of letter family. So ila could be translated to or towards. They both are correct. Now, so here we go now. On the right side, you have members of letter family, prepositions. And on the left side, you have attached the list of attached pronouns. And as you know, when we attach them with the rub, these attached pronouns, they appeared as suffix. Now they're going to again appear as suffix, but now we're going to attach them with the member of the letter family. So we have, for example, li, as I told you before, the li changes into la when we attach them. When we attach li with a member of a letter family, so it change into lahu, lahum, laqa, lakum, li. For li, it will stay as li, by the way, and lana. So this is how we're going to, one by one, we're going to attach it with the members of the letter family. Now, before we move on to these charts, I'm going to give you the keys to remember the meanings of these words, okay? So the best way to remember the meaning of li, which is for, is alhamdu lillahi. It means all praise for Allah. So li always means for. Min means from. So best way to remember is A'udhu billahi minash shaitan. So this min means from. And you always say Umar Raziyallahu ta'ala anhu. Don't say anhu. Aisha Raziyallahu ta'ala anha. When we say that, means may Allah be pleased about her or about him. About or with him. You will find both these translations, about and with both. Okay? Then we have ma'a. So ma'a means with. And it's a very famous ayah in Muslim world. Inna Allaha ma'as sabirin. Indeed, Allah is with the people who are patient. As-sabirin, with the patient ones, yeah? So with, ma'a means with. So these are the keys to remember the meanings of these members of letter family. Now, I want you to, the best way to remember the meaning of Allah, if you remember, if you know the meaning of Assalamu alaikum. What does it mean? May Allah's peace be upon you all. The kum, can you see kum? So of course, it has to be you all, attached pronoun you all. Somebody asked us, why do we say kum to a single person? Who knows the answer? Even when we say salam to one person, we say assalamu alaikum. We don't say assalamu alaika or assalamu alaik, assalamu alaiki. Who knows the answer? So the scholars will give reason. We say salam to the angels as well. That's why we say kum. So here you see now, so you can see Allah here now, but you see Allah here in a joint writing. So when we attach Allah with attached pronoun, we show ya by these two dots. Because Allah is how many letters? Ain, Lam, Ya. So when we add Allah with kum, we show it with two letters underneath. Because Ya has two dots underneath. Alaykum. Assalamu alaykum. Okay? So this is the best clue to remember. Then what was the best way to remember Bismillah? B, the meaning of B. If you remember, Bismillah, with the name of Allah. With the name of Allah. Okay. How to remember the meaning of B? We all know. You know, if you're about to make some donation, usually ask us, suppose you're doing online, is it fi sabilillah? In the way of Allah? In. Or lillah, they say this for lillah, fi sabilillah. Fi sabilillah, in the way of Allah. Then ilah. Ilah. So we all know this ayah, inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi rajiun. Indeed, we are from Allah, we are for Allah, wa inna, and indeed we towards Him going to return. So here you can see ilah. Ilah is written in a joint writing with attached pronoun he. So when we write ilah in a joint writing, we have to put two letters underneath to show this is ya. Because how many letters in ilah? We have alif, lam, and ya. So when you put it in a joint writing with the attached pronoun, we have to put two dots underneath to show that it says ya. So inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi. So this he is attached pronoun here. So why it is he? We're going to learn inshallah very soon now today. I've created this term called friendship bonds. You know, some friends, they're close friends. Suppose there's a friend, suppose Hafsa is a friend of Zanira. Or suppose, yeah, Hafsa is a friend of Zanira. Okay. So wherever you see Hafsa, Zanira will be there as well. And if you see Zanira, Hafsa will be there as well. Why? Because they have a friendship bond. Wherever they will appear together. Because they have friendship bond. In the same way, these three weak letters, notorious three letters, which we call them weak letters, Ya, Alif, and Waw, they have friendship with certain harakat or vowels. For example, Ya has a friendship with Kasra or with Zair. With Kasra. It does not get along well with Fatha or with Waw. If you see the Ya, you will see the Kasra next. Or if you see the Kasra, you will see the Ya next. because they always exist or appear together. Why? Because they have a friendship bond. Okay. What about fatha? Alif? Alif has a friendship bond with fatha. Alif has a friendship bond with fatha or zabr. So what about dhamma, the pesh? Wow. So wow has a friendship bond with dhamma, pesh. Wow, they look same as well in looks. So wow has a friendship bond with pesh. If you see wow, the next letter would be dhamma. So if you see wow, if you see dhamma, the next letter would be wow, because they have a very strong friendship bond. And these are called, that created this term friendship bond. But you will find this in Arabic grammar. They will teach you in level 2. But if I teach you this concept now, it will solve many issues. It's coming in the next few slides. Okay. So I want you to remember this, inshallah. So without even looking now on the screen, I want you to write this down from your memory. Who's friend to who? Okay. I want you to see fi. I'm attaching it with ha. There's like rabbuhu. Instead of saying fi hu, I wrote fihi. Can somebody tell me why?
Because of the kasra?
That's right. Because ya has a friendship with kasra. So if in fi, this is ya, okay? In fi, how many letters? Fa and ya, okay? So when I'm adding, attaching ha to it, because it is ya, the ha will get kasra. Because ya and kasra has a friendship, remember? So fi, he. Again, it's not fi huma, it's going to be fi hima. Because ya has friendship with kasra, zair. Fi hima. Okay? It's not going to be fi hum, it's going to be fi him. It's not going to be fi hunna, it's going to be fi henna. Remember in the very first lesson I told you that hum and him is the same thing? There's no difference in the meaning. But there's a reason why it is him and not hum. This is the reason. This is the reason. Ya has a friendship bond with kasra, with zair. So if ya is there, the next letter has to get zair. Dhamma will bother staying there. Okay. So now let's do the same thing with Allah, because Allah has 3 letters as well: Ain, Lam, and Ya. So I'm going to join ha with ya, attached pronoun. Instead of alayhu, it will change into, it will become alayhi. Again, why? Because ya has a friendship bond with zair, with kasra. So it will be not alayhu, it will be alayhi. Then alayhim, not huma, alayhima. Not alayhum, it will be alayhim. Not alayhinna, sorry, not alayhunna, it will be alayhinna. Again, the reason I just explained. Now, then we have with be as well. It's not be who, it's be he. Why? The reasoning is, in Arabic language, there's a very unique characteristics in Arabic language, that this language has, it flows. It's very light on your tongue. So anything which obstructs the flow of the language, the grammarians usually remove it. They usually remove it. So I'm going to say both ways, and you're going to tell me which one is lighter on the tongue. So bihu, bihi.
Bihi.
Bihi. That's why it is bihi. It's not bihu. Remember last week you said rabbu hu, but I'm not making bihu. This is a reason. It's bihi. Okay. I already explained to you why is fihi, because ya has a friendship bond with kasra. That's why It is fihi. Now, there's a note, side note. This rule only applies to the third person. You won't find, you're not going to say fi ki. No, it'd be fi ka. Okay? So only it applies to the third person, but only first two fingers. First two fingers on your palm diagram. All right? Okay. If you are all clear here, then we're moving on to the second rule, which is to do all with all those member of letter families which end with noon, like example, min and an. When the pronouns are attached to these prepositions, no changes are made except for the pronoun ya, which is on your thumb, first person. When the ya is added, the noon is written with a shadda. That little w which we write on top of the letter, that little w, shadda, we call it shadda or shad. Okay? So what's the meaning of shadda when it appears in any letter, by the way?
To join the letters.
Join, yes, this is one rule. And there's another rule as well. We read it twice, isn't it? We read that letter twice. It means it is appearing twice, but we're not, instead of writing it twice, we just write it once and put shadda on it. Anyway, so here we go now. Here is a chart for min below, and un works exactly the same way. Now I want you to notice now here. I hope you're awake now. Look at this now. I'm joining it now. Minni. Why did I write shadda on the noon here? Because of this rule I just explained. Okay, I'm not adding shadda on this one now. Min ka, min hu, min ha. But I'm saying minna. Why? Why am I adding shadda here? Or on the thumb. First is minni, isn't it? Okay, so we have to add shadda because this is a rule. But here, how many noons are here now? Minna, Rabbuna, remember? Rabbuna, the two noons here. That's why it is minna. The two ways of writing it. Either you write like this, min, and then na, you put shadda on it. Just to show that there's two noons, because there's one noon from the min, and there's another noon from the na. Why? Why am I adding shadda here? Or on the thumb. First is minni, isn't it? Okay, so we have to add shadda because this is a rule. But here, how many noons are here now? Minna, Rabbuna, remember? Rabbuna, the two noons here. That's why it is minna. The two ways of writing it. Either you write like this, min, and then na, you put shadda on it. Just to show that there's two noons, because there's one noon from the min, and there's another noon from the na. The thumb, last one. Right? Rabbuna, the one you memorized last week. So Rabbuhu, Rabbuna, not who, sorry, Rabbi, Rabbuna. So this noon alif na, the two noons coming together. That's why we put shadda there. Okay? So I want you to look here. You're doing it with la. And remember, I told you right at the beginning, li changes into la when we attach them with attached pronouns. So lahu, lahum, laqa, lakum, li, lana, laha. So no problem at all. Only this rule that li changes into la. We just did min, and I told you that whenever we add ya with noon, we always put shadda on it. And then there will be shadda on na as well, because there are two noons coming together. Same rule would be for an. Why? Because an finishes with noon as well. An has noon at the end as well. So same rule. Okay? So anhu, anhum, anka, ankum, anni, anna. So anna. So you can see the two sounds of noon. Anna. So here, When we attach Allah with whom, as explained to you before, because Ya has a friendship with Zair, this whom will change into him. So be him because of be. Remember I told you with be it has kasra. So that's why in order to encourage the flow of the language, we just change home into him, be him, fi him because Ya has a friendship with kasra. Ilayhim because Ya has a friendship with kasra. Ilayhim, it won't be ilayhum, it will be ilayhim. Okay? So when the preposition ala and ila are attached to any pronoun, the alif maksura, this ya, is changed to letter ya. Okay? You will see here anyway. So here we go now. Ala, what is alif maksura? I hope you all know alif maksura, the small alif. Alif maksura, if you have done tajweed, alif maksura, the small alif. It comes from the word kasar. Kasar means shortened. Okay, ala. So ala will join with who, fit into alay, he. I'll explain the reason. Ila plus who, ilayhi. Be plus who, be he. Fi plus who, be he. Min plus who, min who. It won't be he. Okay? Li plus who, remember li changes into la. So li plus who, la who. An plus who, an who. Yes? The letter ha, okay, the third letter person is basically, yes, okay. So this is what we have already covered now. So what is your homework? Your homework is to draw two palm diagrams. One member attached, draw the first palm diagram with the member of letter family which ends with noon. You can do min or an, whichever you like, okay? The one in front of you, you can do any. And I want you to do the second one with the one which ends with ya. So you can do either ila or ala, whichever you find, whichever you like. All right. So and do it with the meanings and memorize the meanings, please. To teach you something new and which is very related to what we have just done so far. So I want you to know that these member of letter family, they are called haruf jar as well. Haruf. There are some members of the letter family. They're called haruf jar. Haruf is a plural for, broken plural for harf. So haruf jar. What is haruf jar? Haruf jar are those letters that when they appear before noun, they overcome them so much, they overwhelm them so much that the noun, the last letter of noun, here I have written down already, their effect on the noun is that they change the vowel or the harkat of the last letter of the noun from dhamma to kasra, from pesh to zair. Okay, I want you to look at this word now. The word is okay. So let's dissect now. How many bits?
Three.
Come on. Very good. Well done. B plus al plus ghaib. Now I want you to look now, because there was a B here, look at the last letter of ism, which is a ghaib. There's a kasra on it. Why there's a kasra? Because of this naughty B. They look so small, so naive, but they are so, I would say, they had, so it's really a strong effect on the ism, on the noun, that they make the last letter of the noun into a jar status. Jar means they give a kasra to the last letter. They give zair to the last letter. They overcome them. The effect on the noun is that they will change the harkat, the vowel of the last letter of the noun from dhamma to kasra, or from fatha to kasra. It has to be kasra. For example, let's do more words. Wabil akhirati. You have already done this word. Wabil akhirati. Let me find you. Yeah, there's a word here. Minan nasi. 3 bits again. Min, al. But look at this now. Why sin has got kasra on it? Zero on it. Because of this men. So wherever you find a member of the letter family, it is followed by noun. Noun, the last letter of noun will always have kasra on it. And we call them haruf jar. Or we call the status of that ism is jar. You'll know 3 states in coming lessons of ism. But for time being, I want you to understand this. I'm going to give you more examples now. Okay, here we go. So the word was, the member of the letter family is B, and the noun is ism. Noun is, so look at this, bismi. You all know bismillah, isn't it? You never find bismallah. You don't find bismillah. Why? Because of this B, ism gets kasra. Bismi. Okay, the word is tallah, ta and wallah, you might have heard people saying wallah. In the same way, tallah is the same thing as well. Means I take an oath on Allah's name. So tallah, the word was ta, the member of the letter family was ta, and the noun was Allahu, Allah, okay? When they came together, it changes into tallahi because of this ta. Okay, the ism was, the noun was ashams, ashamsu, but I put wa in front of it, which is to take an oath. The result is washamsi, why? Because of the wow. Then look at this ka. Ka is also a member of letter family. Ka means like. And if you put jabal, jabal means mountains. So kal jibali. Why last letter has got zero on it? Because of ka. Okay, the word was, member of letter family was fi. Al ard. Result is fil ardi. Because of fi. The word was min, and then al bayt. Min al bayti. So they change the last letter of the noun into a jar status. What's the meaning of jar status? If the last letter has a kasra or zair on it, then we call it, this is a jar status of the noun. In ayah number 2, there is an example. Do you see that example? Tell me which one is, what is it?
He.
Very good, well done. And why it is he? Why it is not who?
Because of the ya in
Because
fi.
of the, yeah, thank you. Well done. Okay, ayah number 3 now. Do you see any member of the letter family with attached pronoun? No.
Maybe.
This is a jar status. So I'm asking you, member of the letter family with attached pronoun. So al-ghaib is a ism, yeah? It is a noun. We're not discussing it yet. We're only looking for the examples of member of letter family with attached pronoun. Okay, I number 4, there is one. It's a joint writing, ilayka, towards you, to you. Do you see that? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Right, then we have, now, I number 6.
Alayhim.
Very good, alayhim. And again, same formula. Because of ya, it is him, not whom. Very good.
So why
Okay.
is ilayka, ilayka, and not ilayki?
Yes, I told you that this rule of friendship bond only applies to the third person. Remember
okay. Thank
assignment I
you.
gave you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there is one in I number 7. Yeah, good.
لهم.
Yes, thank you. So la is a member of letter family. Attached pronoun is hum. Thank you. Okay. Now, my question, I'm changing my question. I want you to give me all the nouns who have a just status because they have a member of the letter family before them. I number 3. Yes, you know this word. I've already discussed it. Which one is it?
بالغيب.
Bilghaibi. Thank you. Okay. I number 4. Yes, there is one. Actually, 2.
قبلك.
Very good. So kab li. So la has got kasran. Kab li. Yeah. And
بالآخرة.
very good. Bil akhirati. Okay. Ta has got 0 on it because of B. It's no TB.
Can you please explain how من قبلك is?
Okay. Qabl. So min. So qabl qablika. Qabl is one word and ka is a attached pronoun with it. So
Yeah.
qabl is a noun which is getting a jar status. Not ka. Remember this rule, it's only with ism. So ka is
Yeah.
attached pronoun here. So qabl li will get. So qabli, it's the word is qabl, but because of min, it's qabli.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, and number 5.
ربهم.
Very good. Because of the listen carefully now. Because of the min, the rab changed in the rabbu changed into rabbi. Because it was rabbi, so hum changed into him. So it is not hum rabbi hum, it is rabbi him. Because there, remember? So min changed the rabbu into rabbi. Then of course, if it is rabbi, it has to be him. There. Kasra kasra. Good.
قلوبهم.
Thank you. Because of Allah, the qulub changed into qulubi, not boo. It's qulubi. And because it is B, the attached pronoun is also him. Very good. Again, same example. Allah sam'ihim. His ain has got kasra underneath. Sam'ihim. Because of Allah. Then wa abtharihim. Ala abtharihim. The ra has got kasra. Why? Because of Allah. So it's got jar status now. All these 3 words got jar status on. Thank you. Again, at number 8, I've already discussed this example. Wa minan nasi.
بالله.
Very good. One more.
باليوم.
Very good. Okay. So is that clear now?
Yes.
Is that clear? Alhamdulillah. So what we done today, I taught you, you met with many members of a letter family today. As I told you, some members of letter family are also called haruf jar because they are prepositions. What they do when they appear before the noun, they change the status of the noun into a jar status. What is the jar status? If the last letter of the ism ends with kasra, with zer. We can attach these attached pronouns with the members of the letter family as well. The same way which we did with the nouns last week, but there are only 2 rules, 2 exceptions which we do. When we are attaching ya, member of the letter family which ends with ya, we have to follow the friendship bond for the third person because ya has a friendship bond with kasra. Second rule is all those members of letter family which ends with noon like min and an, when we attach them with ya, the first person ya, it always gets shadda on the noon, and there's always shadda on minna as well because there are 2 noons coming together. Yeah. So the homework is to draw 2 palm diagrams, one with min, another one with ala, keeping in mind these 2 rules I just mentioned. And Any questions? السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك